News from the KCLY community is brought to you in part this morning by Living Good Auto Glass, Trailers for You, GN Bank, and Twin Valley. There's something unusual about this year's general election in Kansas. The Kansas Secretary of State's office says that in the past 50 election cycles, the state has never had women on the ballot in each of the federal races in the general election. Barbara Bollier won the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate on Tuesday. The state senator from Johnson County expects to see some difficult ads.
I kind of think these folks don't really know what to make of a strong female doctor who refuses to play the political game.
The 3rd District has 2 women, Republican Amanda Adkins versus Democratic incumbent Sharice Davids. In the 2nd District, there's Topeka Mayor Michelle De La Isla. In the 1st, Garden City teacher Callie Barnett. And in the 4th, Wichita entrepreneur Laura Lombard. Well, with research showing that low-income students will fall behind their wealthy peers if schools operate remotely and a renewed focus on racial equality, WalletHub released its report on the most and least equitable school districts in Kansas. And according to that study, the KCLY community is home to some of the state's most equitable school districts. To find out where school funding is distributed most fairly, WalletHub scored the equitability of each school district in Kansas based on 2 metrics: average household income, and expenditures for public elementary and secondary schools per pupil. Riley USD 378 and Concordia USD 333 made the top 10 most equitable school districts in Kansas. USD 378 sits in 3rd, with the Concordia School District at 7th. Diana Gabriela Baba with WalletHub explained the long-term benefits of making sure all school districts have equitable funding.
If we ensure that all school districts have equitable funding, that will help to level the playing field for students in less affluent communities. It will improve graduation rates in previously underfunded districts and lead to greater rates of pursuing higher education and better future incomes.
As a state, Kansas ranked as the 12th most equitable overall. Clay County USD 379 will begin school on August 18th as originally scheduled, but there are options for students and families. Superintendent Brett Nelson said they are planning for in-person class across the district, but they have set up contingency plans for if the district had to switch to remote or hybrid courses during the year. However, for those who are uncomfortable attending in-person courses, USD 379 is offering a family choice remote learning option.
If you choose Family Choice Remote Learning, you're going to maintain enrollment with your brick and mortar school. So if you are a Lincoln family, you're enrolled brick and mortar with Lincoln. Now, you're not coming there every day, but you are going to be learning remotely.
If families choose the remote option, Nelson said the district will require 6 hours of daily participation of learning and daily check-ins with teachers.
Parents and students are going to have to sign off on a daily learning log, verifying that they participated in that amount of learning.
And those who are enrolled remotely can participate in extracurricular activities as long as those activities don't take place during the school day on school grounds. The district is foregoing daily temperature checks, but recommends families and students check themselves before the start of the school day. Additionally, grades 6 through 12 will be required to wear masks when social distancing cannot be accomplished. Grades 5th on down are recommended to wear face coverings.
We are asking families to kind of look at a face covering as a normal school supply. And as what we're saying is when you can be 6 feet apart, we can take that mask off. We have lanyards for every student to be able to tie their mask onto them, so it's with them at all times and it can be easily put on and easily removed.
You can find the full interview with Superintendent Nelson on our KCLY Facebook page. The Board of Education is expected to vote and approve the reopening plan at Monday's meeting. And be aware that Fort Riley plans to reopen Henry Drive to traffic by tomorrow night with completion of a construction project. Construction will begin this weekend on a project at the Trooper Access Control Point, requiring closing Trooper Gate beginning at 7 p.m. Friday. That project should be completed by the end of September, and Trooper Access Control Point will reopen at that time. During construction at Trooper, the Grant Access Control Point will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, beginning August 7th, so this Friday. A mill and overlay project on Normandy Drive between 1st Division Road and Trooper Drive on Custer Hill will reduce traffic to one lane beginning August 12th. That project should be completed by late September. That's news from the KCLY community, brought to you in part this morning by Living Good Auto Glass, Trailers for You, GN Bank and Twin Valley.